We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide.
Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. Happy Monday to you. Are you having a good day? Are you ready? We're going to have a big day today. A big week, man. We got a lot going on. I'm glad you're with us today. We're going all natural as, unfortunately, Phoenix is busy building for King of the Cart. So we are going straight off StreamYards today. No fun dilly-dallying go around. Speaking of dilly-dallying, hello, Blabs.
Hello! I was ready this time because I can see everything going on. That's the one thing again. I can see stuff again. Anyway, hello, everybody. We are on the big bad boomer StreamYards again.
Yes, here we are, ready to go. So when things mess up today, which they will.
Yes.
Just roll with the punches a little bit, which is great. Flash will be joining us here on a wonderful Monday very, very shortly as he has some personal things going on in the morning, but he'll be joining us a few minutes into the show. But someone who you can always rely on, Mr. Reliable, always a star, and partner over at Side Scrollers Plus. It's Eric from You Me in the Movies. How are you, buddy?
I'm great.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. And Nerd Duel Season 1 champion, Eric from You Me in the Movies. There we go. That's
there
right.
we go. There we go. I'm still waiting for my championship belt.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You can make one.
You should definitely make one. Yeah, be good.
Do something like baling twine. Just wrap around your waist and be like, there it is.
That's not comfortable.
When I was in high school, high school. You know how they give you those ropes and things to like put like whenever you.
You actually got one of those?
No. I took twine and I.
Oh my god! I was like, no way in hell did you ever get one of those. Those are for special achievements and education. Yeah, no.
Suspenders out of twine.
Yeah, no. The little Blabs. By the way,
I had 5.
Of course you did.
And 2 tassels and a medal.
And look, and look, by the way, and you know what?
It took me here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Congratulations, you peaked in high school. Blabs.
I was gonna say, do you want me to power play her and be like, "Hello, employee"?
No, that's fair.
That's right. Oh man, those tassels really got you real far, Blabs.
It was because of all the honor societies I was in. But it amounted to absolutely nothing, right? They never amount to anything.
Now you're a producer for a podcast. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Represent. Let's go. Anyways, glad you're with us today. We got a wonderful show lined up for you guys as we're going to be talking about the insanity that happened this weekend over on Kick. How many times are we opening a show going, the insanity happening over on Kick, and pointing out that nonsense because, man, it was nuts this weekend. Crazy. I have a story that just on the run sheet, it just says, how the hell does this happen? Which we'll get to that here in a little bit as well. Snoop Dogg is getting criticism from the Alphabet Mafia. They're pretty pissed. Mainly just like the T's, the T's and the pluses and the Q's. Yeah, everyone else is pretty cool. Twitch, from a data standpoint, has effectively murdered its own platform. And we're going to get into the data there. Oddly enough, XQC is the guy who's brought this all to the light for everybody. YouTube has a new feature. Savvy played a intense game of Uno with Collective Shout and played the Uno card, which I very much look forward to talking about that. We have news on, potential news on Hulk Hogan's death. Did he die or was he murdered? Thank you, Blabs.
I help.
You do. You're excellent. And of course, this weekend we have the big mother effing show, King of the Cart, happening. You can see at the top of our top up here. We are promoting it all week. We've been promoting it all month. This Saturday, it's happening, baby. Very, very much looking forward to this. King of the Cart, myself, Kirsha on commentary. We had announced 7 competitors, but alas, one has had to drop. I don't know if you saw the news. Quarter Black Garrett had a family emergency over the weekend, and naturally, family comes first. So we have given Garrett the pass. Garrett has said, hey, man, got to take care of family. And I said, you know what? Take care of your damn family. I think that's a great thing to do. So Garrett will not be joining us, but we will have our 8th and final competitor announced right now, and that competitor is Gothics. Let's stink and go. The 8 competitors with Garrett out include Blabs, Mystery Person, Flawed, Mo, Alex Stein, Smash JT, Philip, and Gothics. Let's stink and go. It's going to be a brilliant show this Saturday, which is just great. That Ghost says, I was in an Asmongold video. Cool, man. I love that. That's wonderful. I didn't know I was, and honestly, that's sweet. Love that. But with that said, join us this Saturday for King of the Cart. It's happening whether you like it or not, exclusively over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code CART. Get $30 off your annual membership. We had King of the Couch. We had King of the Cart. We got another one coming up in September. We got another one coming up in October. We got another one coming up in November. New premium events exclusive to Plus for your Plus membership. You guys invest in us. We invest in great content for you guys. And we are building the Netflix for nerds over at Side Scrollers Plus. So please join us, which is just great. King of the Cart this Saturday. So lots of good things happening. In addition, tomorrow we have one of our new partners, Lady Desiree, is going to be giving you a peek into her life as Blabs. She's showing what?
She is showing the entire process of her and her husband working on their honey. So the honey extraction process. And I absolutely love the music that she put in this video. I'm not going to spoil it. So it's only for members only, exclusively on Plus, guys. So you have to become a member to go and watch Lady Desiree's honey process. Yes,
All right.
At 10 a.m. tomorrow Eastern.
That sounds really like when you say it like that, when you learn more about Lady Desiree's honey process, it sounds really gross.
It's actually now Lady Desire.
Lady Desire's honey process. It's great. Well, look.
She tastes her own honey.
Pivot! I can do that now. Hang on, where's my pivot? I kind of miss pressing the buttons.
Well, as you may notice, as we said, Phoenix is not with us today. He has his head down working on like truly spectacular stuff for King of the Cart. When we say he is a wizard, he is a goddamn wizard, and I am very proud to have him on our team. Hopefully, you guys can see that we are busting our ass for you guys. So we got all that going, and on Thursday, Blabs versus returns, which will be very, very fun. As to tie it all into King of the Cart, Blabs versus Super Mario Kart coming up on Thursday at 3 o'clock.
Texas.
Yeah, live from Texas, which will be great. Also,
you're gonna have to bring me a portable fan.
Yes, it's hotter than hell in my room.
Oh no!
You ever had that happen, Eric, where you just turn on a fan and it just goes and it starts smoking? Because that's what happened to my fan above me right here. Started smoking.
Fan? That's not good.
No, not good. Electrical.
That's like a permanent one. You gotta like.
Did you call someone to fix it?
Not yet, but I will. Yeah, not yet, but it's on the things to do. So look, Blabs is coming up on Wednesday. Phoenix coming down on Wednesday. You guys won't see Phoenix till the weekend, most likely. But yeah, the entire crew coming down. As I mentioned, everybody on this list, bam, coming on down, joining us. Flawed, Mo, Alex Stein, Smash, Philip, and Gothics joining us. And the mystery competitor will be unveiled very, very soon. So please join us. It's going to be great. All right. Lots of things going on today. Glad you're with us today. Buckle up. Hit the thumbs up button. We always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. So Blabs, please disappoint us.
Oh, yeah, I can do this. Okay, here we go. August 25th, everybody. I have Craig's personal favorite because it's Echo, The Tides of Time, released in 1994. We have GoldenEye 007, released in 1997. That one's for Flash. We can show him later. Oh, Eric's got show and tell. Perfect. And then Mario Super Sluggers was released in 2008. Ta-da. Ooh.
Look at that.
I got it. I got
Nice.
it, Craig.
You're the
actually
one,
have all
huh?
those games. I have all those
Is it a
games, but I
good
grabbed
game?
this one because I knew Craig how much he loved it. This is the second best dolphin game ever.
What's the
Behind-
first best?
The
Shamu?
first Echo of the Dolphin.
Oh,
This is
No.
the
that's Orca. Never mind.
Not
so.
even close. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The
Zoo
best.
Tycoon 2, amazing gameplay. You can train the dolphins.
That's not even the second best. Like Dolphin's not even in the title. The best dolphin
Yeah, but
game
the
ever.
dog, you can train the dolphins to do all these jumps and everything. You can swim with the dolphins. You can clean.
The best dolphin game ever is Dolphin Blue, which
He meant
I don't know.
Zoo Tycoon.
Dolphin Blue. Go check it out. I love that I have that feature now. I can just boop you whenever I want, which is great. Which is wonderful. Let's check out some of the games that you missed most noticeably here, Blabs.
Oh yeah.
You didn't miss many outside of King of the Fighters 94, which was widely regarded as one of the best fighting games really ever. King of the Fighters 94.
Like
which
she's
is
done
great.
all the King of the Fighters games over the last month. There's
Mhm.
been like a different King of the Fighters game.
Yes, there have been lots. Blabs, Super Monkey Ball 2, not included on your list.
So I thought about it. I really, really did. But I thought that you guys would prefer GoldenEye
Well, hold on.
and Super Mario Sluggers.
What? You put Super Mario Sluggers? Okay, all right, that's fine.
Monkey Ball.
I thought you guys would want me to put a Mario game over Super Monkey Ball. I'm sorry. I
The-
should have picked the balls. You're all right.
Always. The
To be
bigger,
fair, I did pick the balls. It's Super Mario Sluggers, so.
always pick the balls.
the biggest one that you missed on here is Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow.
Yeah,
for
but
the
it was a
DS.
DS game. I thought nobody gave a shit about that.
Oh no. Dawn of Sorrow is a spectacular Castlevania game. Really, really good. Lost in Blue. That's a deep cut for all you who have followed me since the Screw Attack days. Let's see. Yeah, and then there you go. Black Rock Shooter the game. What that sounds black.
That sounds like some type of like finance problem.
I was gonna say, like, you make Black Rock Shooter the game this year, and it's a lot different game. I'll tell you that much.
Someone's gonna go get Luigi.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up Luigi and everybody out there, which is great.
Madden? You didn't put Madden on there?
I know, Madden 16.
It wasn't very revolutionary, you know?
Okay, Blabs. Which we all know the most revolutionary Madden game is which one, Blabs?
2003.
That's right. That's wrong. I listen, for the love of God, I hope, Blabs, I hope that when we do our side scrollers event, right? When we do an in-person event, I hope to God that people bring you copies and copies and copies of Madden 2003.
I'm like, what do I do with this?
You put them on your back wall. I had, so a long time ago, we had this meme of Shaq Fu. We talked about Shaq Fu all the time.
Yes, that YouTuber, he did all too. He had the big collection of it.
Yeah, there was at one point I had probably 40 copies of Shaq Fu because people would just bring me copies of Shaq Fu and I'd put them in a box, and I had tons of copies. We shot them. We literally shot them with guns. We made them explode. We did all sorts of fun things.
Can we
So
go to a
Blabs,
gun range?
not until you have Olive Garden. But with that said, maybe we can do the same with Madden 03, Blabs. I think that'd be fun.
What? Shoot it?
No, just do different explosions and stuff. I think it'd be fun.
Ooh, like pyrotechnics? I'm so down. Let's go.
I think that's good. That's good. Until Dawn was released for the PlayStation 4 10 years ago. So there's that. This was
my wife played that one game. She freaked out.
Yeah.
She doesn't play games, but we went through that game and the jump scares in that got her. Great.
Azura Striker Gunvolt 2 for the 3DS. I believe that was kind of a Mega Man-ish game, I believe. Psychonauts 2 came out. Remember the original, that was a crowdfunded game, if my memory serves correctly. Pac-Man World Repack, which nobody cared about. And there you go. So there's your Today in Video Game History, everybody. The question is, what's the best game on the list? Let us know.
I feel like everyone's going to say GoldenEye.
They will.
But Eric's like, them dolphins, though.
But them dolphins, dog. That's right. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Are you choking? Are you okay? What was that?
Time stamping.
You know, it's a dolphin sound. You never talked to the dolphins? They don't call you by
Yeah,
name?
man, but that's not how they sound. It just sounds like you were trying to be a fetus. You know?
Can you do that one more time, Eric?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you're some tribe yelling at me.
I'm gonna blame StreamYard.
Yeah. right. Yes, you should. Yeah, and why was he trying to be a fetus? I don't
Like
understand.
a baby,
Blabs.
you know, a little fetus, a little baby going goo goo gaga.
Okay. All right.
Sounds more like a baby than a dolphin, to be honest.
Give it up for 16-bit dude who became a member for 2 months. Love to see that. Henry came in, getting us going with our Montez this morning. As for 10 says, is it me or does the Side Scrollers Plus community need to get together for an MK Legacy Collection group or play online? Oh my God. Dude, did you guys see all the good things going on with Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? Eric, did you see that?
On Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Oh, the first 3 games in a collection.
Oh no, it's much more than that.
It's more than that.
Yeah, dude. They announced all the games are going to be on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, which is coming out very, very soon. My God, this
Literally
is
all of them and before Mortal Kombat 1.
Look, dude, stop what you're doing right now. Let me just kind of scroll through these right here. I want to show them all to you, and you react to this because this is spectacular. Here we go. The games listed on the Mortal Kombat Collection: Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. Oh, we're not done. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat Advanced, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Special Forces. These 2 games suck, and they're still included on there. This game sucks.
It's fun just to play them again because they suck.
Yeah, they do suck bad. But yes, that Henry, great idea. I love that. And yeah, man, that'd be really, really good. There was a lot of people who are upset that Mortal Kombat Gold, which was the Dreamcast version of Mortal Kombat 4, is not on here. Or at least they're hoping that it's like a last second game that's coming out for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. But this seems to be the ultimate collection, if you will, of these games. So that's pretty awesome stuff.
Mortal Kombat Collection.
Yeah, Shaolin Monks not included on there. What a bummer. But either way, man, I'm very, very excited for that. That's coming out very soon, I believe. So. All right. Tamamo came in member for 9 months. Says, hello from the sorry state of the UK. I know you guys don't do non-gaming politics, but pray for us. Escalation is fear. I fear is inevitable. Thoughts and prayers. No. We are going to talk about the insanity that is the UK. I had it on the. I don't have it on the run sheet, but I did have it on my bookmarks to talk about. So maybe we'll get to that. It's silly. Cthulhu says, I say that during King of the Cart that if Blabs doesn't finish in the top 3 for any of the races, she must eat an Olive Garden breadstick for each position she finishes in with 4 and down, and she finishes dead last. She'll have to eat a bowl of fettuccine Alfredo from Olive Garden. Blabs?
Denied.
Oh, it's not really. Well, listen, I'm not really concerned about your thoughts on that, Blabs. Thank you. Wiz Levy says, in honor of mending my 2-week-old machete wound properly, starting to heal, here's a fiver for all the dumb jokes I couldn't make last week. Wiz Levy, I'm glad that your machete injury is healing, which, listen, are you truly a normal man if you don't have a machete injury?
I actually have a funny story about a machete.
Oh, please.
It's not what you think. I was riding the school bus, and it's not a short bus, by the way, in high school. And our bus driver used to listen to the radio in the morning, and it was a really funny radio station. And the news was reporting that a person fought off a crazy person with a machete with a feather duster. You know, like one of those little duster things? He fought off a machete with one. This was over 10 years ago. I heard it on the news.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're a master of your feather duster,
your craft,
possible
of the dusting.
Miku says a wood chipper is better. Says Raja for wood chipper 2025. Yeah, we're gonna get to that story a little bit later on. Our boy Yellow Flash is here. Let's see if he's ready to join us. Flash, are you here?
Yo,
there he is. Look at that. Using StreamYards today, but hey, feeling good about that, aren't you? Don't you just love that?
We're back to the old ways.
Yes, just this week, as we're prepping for King of the Cart. Dave says no Bucky's for Blabs until she goes to Olive Garden and reports back. Yeah, this is very true. It's going to happen. Coogologist for 20 says, Blabs, if you lose King of the Cart, then Craig will bring you to Olive Garden. Good luck, Blabs. So you better do well.
Coogologist.
Yeah, that too. Hey, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate that. Kaiju or Cajun butchered that. AXS Prime says Craig likes to crap on Echo, but those games are dark. Also, BlackRock Shooter is rad as heck. The music videos, animes.
Echo's not as bad as he puts it off to be. It's a fine game.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, look at that.
Yes, Eric has them, which is great. The music videos, anime, and games are well worth watching. There's a game on Today in Gaming History called Flash. There's a game called BlackRock Shooter, and we thought that an entirely different thing in 2025.
Yeah.
Next up, it's gonna be called Vanguard, and you're gonna be thinking it's actually Vanguard.
Yes, Vanguard Shooter. Chartard says not primetime Alex Stein. Yes, primetime Alex Stein joining us for King of the Card. That's right. Commodore Fan says on today's poll, Twitch has been a stinky dumpster fire for years and then go F themselves with rusty needles. Happy the 34th birthday
like
to
it.
Linux.
Not only do they get stabbed, they also might get, oh shit, it's off the top of my head now. When you get metal in your system.
Not
Radioactive?
No. You get a shot for
Tetanus?
it. Tetanus, yeah.
Tetanus, yes.
Radioactive.
It's good. John came in and says Echo's dolphin sounds like the girl screaming in the "Why are you running" meme.
What are you running?
Thank you, John. Appreciate that. ADD up Toxic 6. Olive Garden has good A, breadsticks, B, salad, C, after dinner chocolate.
Yeah.
We used to make airplanes out of wrapping while the adults were paying the bill. You're not wrong on any of that, Toxic. And anybody who disagrees is clearly a Lulu Kachu. So thank you. Skeptic Luigi says
the reason it's the #1 restaurant in Italy. Just saying.
Let me say this. I was watching are you familiar with the Jolly series on YouTube? The Jolly videos? Do you know what this is?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
It's a couple British guys. And what they do, their bit is they try things that are foreign to them, right? So it's extremely popular. It's great family-friendly entertainment, but they find American food and they bring it over to like European British school kids. And then they record their reactions to it. So they give them like Mountain Dew and they're all like, it's so sugary, it's bad. They had a thing where they brought over deep dish Detroit style pizza to the kids. This is pretty recently. And in the video, it's full of like these Euro kids, but there was 2 Italian brothers, Blabs. And this is for you. Are you listening?
Yes.
These 2 Italian brothers, they were trying this pizza and they're like, this is not pizza.
Is it not good?
It's not the good, right? And anyways, they were really like snobby about it. And I thought about our show, right? And as they refused to, they did eventually try the Detroit style pizza, but then they got to a fried lasagna, which sounds delicious, which by the way, they offer at Olive Garden.
Yes.
And Blabs,
real authentic Italian cuisine.
Yes, the #1 restaurant in all of Italy. Listen, Blabs, when I tell you that these 2 young Italian baraboomies tried the deep fried lasagna, you know what they said, Blabs? After being disgusted by the idea.
It sounds pretty gross.
They said, this should be the national dish.
I don't believe you.
Oh, they said it because they tried it and they loved it.
It's fried fig. How can that be a national dish of Italy? Let's be real.
Well, why do Japanese people love KFC on Christmas? Because it's good.
Yeah, but that's not their national food. They can
How
have
do you know?
it. Have you asked any Japanese person what their national food is, and have they said KFC?
What's the
They
national food
love
of Italy?
fried chicken over there. Love it.
Yeah, they
Just
do.
like Italians love Olive Garden.
Well,
we have turkey on Thanksgiving. Italians have the tour of Italy.
This is all true. All true. Spaghetti, lasagna, fettuccine alfredo, the tour of Italy. Let's get it all. I love it.
That's right.
Hey, Burritos came in with about 6 cents. Says, Blabs, you are fired, sorta, maybe. Dawn of Sorrow is the chronological end of the Castlevania franchise. It had the improved soul mechanic, but it also had an awful enforced touchscreen mechanic. It was okay, I guess. Well, thank you, Burritos, for your 17 cents from Argentina. Joey says, I'm honestly pretty hyped for Mortal Kombat Collection. It was initially puzzled with the reveal of, or I was initially puzzled by the reveal of Mythologies and Special Forces, but I guess it makes sense for preservation. Yeah, but I would love to see MK Gold for that as well.
I wish the Shaolin Monks was on there too, though. And I also don't get why Deadly Alliance isn't on there, but the Game Boy Advance game is.
There's a couple Game Boy games on there that are really.
Now I'm okay with. I wish the Game Gear versions of 1, 2, and 3 were also on there. I don't know why they're not, but.
Oh, the Game Boy. I thought the Game Boy versions were of those.
The Game Boy versions are, but only the first Game Gear game is.
Oh.
There's a Game Gear game for 2. I don't know about 3. But why isn't that on there? I mean, they should put that on there before Deadly Alliance.
You know, good questions. And it probably comes down to some sort of porting issue or emulation, I would imagine. But either way, I mean, the collection's a banger.
100%.
Yeah.
Very excited about it.
Mm-hmm. CG Hero says, thoughts on Disney admitting their troubles appealing to young men despite owning Marvel, Star Wars, and Indiana Jones. Yeah, I saw that. Flash, I'm sure you saw, I'm sure you did several stories about this. Disney
yeah. I think it's funny. They spent billions of dollars to get those franchises and then made them for women. Like, we'll double our audience. All they did was lose one of them.
Eric, you got any thoughts on Disney just totally slapping men in the face being like, why don't you love us?
They don't know what they're doing. What franchise could they buy next? That's for men that they can ruin. They're going to buy DC Comics next.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of. DC Comics from Warner Brothers.
I think they literally just stop everything they're doing. Like they give Indiana Jones a rest. They give Star Wars a rest. They give everything a rest. Everything. Stop it all. Focus on your theme parks. That's your only moneymaker right now. Then you go back and you make a big deal of it. Give it like 2. You don't even need to be like a decade. Just give it like 2 or 3 years. Give it a couple.
The problem is they can't even do that, Craig, because if you look at their theme parks, they have areas designated for those IPs. So they've really shot themselves in the foot. Can you imagine that, like, over 15, 20 years ago plus, we would have been like, oh my God, Warner Brothers and Disney are doing great things with stuff right now. And now look at it. It's all shit. Like, look at Warner Brothers. They literally put all their shit in the HBO Harry Potter show or the DC revamp, whatever they're doing, the retcon and everything. Like, that's all they're doing. That's all they have. Like, that is nuts. The shit that they're doing. Insane.
Well, yeah, we did have that story on the run sheet today about things getting
Pacemaker. I keep calling it Pacemaker, but that's not it. It's Peacemaker.
Totally different comic.
Totally different things.
Totally different audience as well. Commodore Van says the Japanese treat Christmas like Valentine's Day and order their KFC months in advance. And with as much as it's sold, it might as well be the national food. See, Commodore Van, you know what's going on. That's right. Abraham says, you guys got to like check out the Mad TV Olive Garden commercial, man. It's like totally expand your mind, man. From the manly men who does manly things with other manly men, things women can't do. Thanks, man.
You should make Blabs' intro an Olive Garden commercial.
Every day?
Yeah.
Just start it off with some sweet Italian
and music. Here's Blabs! And then, have a Olive Garden commercial, and then she comes on.
When you're here, your family.
That's right.
That's
Blabs,
right.
What are you doing right now, Blabs?
I'm doing my super chats and reading the news on Twitter. Apparently, James Gunn says Blue Beetle fits nicely with I keep saying Pacemaker. Damn it, Peacemaker.
Where we were talking about Blabs, and she just like.
Yeah, I'm ignoring your Olive Garden discussion.
You said that last week.
Oh, well, how am I supposed to know? I just
it?
seen it on my timeline now.
And technically, kind of does. I mean, there's no real connections to anything else in that movie.
Well, did you watch it?
That's okay.
Peacemaker, not Pacemaker.
Oh, Peacemaker? Yeah, I watched it. I liked it.
Season 2, you liked it?
It's all right. I liked the first season.
Andy came in as a brand new Prime member over on Twitch. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that greatly. We love your Prime support. Joey came in and says the PS2 games weren't included on the MK Legacy Collection because they couldn't get the PS2 emulation working properly on consoles. Most likely, they'll do a second collection if the first one is successful. Well,
Oh, the first one's going to be very successful. I don't know what do you put on the second collection? So
Yeah, they already kind of got everything on the first one.
Armageddon is not a good game. What else is there? Deadly Alliance I like. That's a good one in my opinion. I don't like Armageddon though, and I feel like I'm missing another one.
Well, Mortal Kombat Gold for the Dreamcast is probably the biggest one.
Yeah, but that's just Mortal Kombat 4.
Yes, it
do
is.
like 5 through 10 after that.
Here we go.
Isn't Deadly Alliance 5?
So we got this list of games here. Let's see, where are we? I just had it a second ago. There we go. Okay. So Shaolin Monks, Unchained, Ultimate Mortal. What is Ultimate? What is that? Okay.
I don't think I've played Unchained. Pull that up. What does that box art look like? I remember that one. That one sucks. That's number 6.
Armageddon, Shaolin Monks, Deception. Like, I don't remember Tournament Edition. Like, this box art is not right for that. I know that for a fact. But yeah, I don't know. Dude, man, I really don't know. You know what you do? I'll tell you exactly what you do on the next Mortal Kombat thing. Is you do the upscale version that everybody's been asking for 20 years. You do the HD upscale version of Mortal Kombat, where that's the next collection of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. And it's all
just reselling the same shit. I don't like that.
Upscaled. You know what?
It's already upscaled though.
No. This is the new actors, new frame by frame animations.
So
HD.
remake.
Yeah. Well, no. It's an H. Yeah, I guess a Mortal Kombat remake HD, whatever. You know, kind of like what Street Fighter did with Super Turbo many years ago, where they went through and they hand drew all of them. Except, you know, this is all with actors.
That's great.
And stuff. Yeah,
I like that version.
All right, lots to get to today. Glad you're with us. Hit the thumbs up button. We'd really appreciate it. Our goal is always 1,337. In case you missed it, we announced our final competitor today for King of the Cart. Gothics will be joining us. Very excited to have Vanessa. So going to be a great show. Very much exciting. We saw that mentioned earlier that Garrett had to drop, so we'll have a mystery competitor. You probably have a pretty good idea of who it is. Oh, it is you? Nice.
That's me.
Oh, good to know.
Spoilers. Right. I'll be there in person.
Wow. I look forward to that. That's going to be awesome. And I'm sure somebody who's totally not crazy will show up and do something really dumb, which is great. All right, let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
Well said, Huak.
Damn it.
Could have had him actually do it.
I know.
I did do it.
He did. He actually did do it. He actually. Fuck.
Hard News.
Aw, StreamYard's totally cut him off.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
We did okay. We did all right. It was totally StreamYard's fault. Definitely not mine.
Actually, it was StreamYard's fault this time.
Yeah.
Your excuse this time, Craig.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. We have this here. If you recall, not too long ago, there was a viral sensation called the Huak Tuah girl. Blabs, quick reminder about what the Huak Tuah lady was about.
She says, "Oh, you got a Huak Tuah and spit on that thing."
Spit on
An eggplant.
an eggplant. Okay. Well, I don't understand what's going on. Well,
An
apparently.
eggplant emoji is for dicks.
Oh, okay. Got it.
She's rich now because she duped a bunch of simp retards. So,
Well, maybe this dude can, or this lady can dupe a bunch of simp retards as well. This is from Laura Juicy TV. Let's see what her solution is.
That girl said, Huak, spit on that thing. That's boring. I'm farting on it. Exactly. Speak to him, Toothless. I'm farting on it.
ew.
Yeah, that's gross, man. Who farts on a dick?
Maybe she just wanted to get out of the sex. So, I mean, that's a really easy way to do it.
Ew. It's just saying I have a headache. Not tonight. You just gonna go and fart on it. Oh no.
Well, Blabs, you put this in the run sheet. So
I know I did. Did you watch it beforehand?
What's that, Eric?
Did you have any commentary on that, Blabs?
I just thought it was really funny. Wait, Craig, did you even screen that?
No, that's the first time I saw that.
I thought you watched
Never
it
seen
and you're
that in
like,
my
all right,
life.
we're gonna pull this up.
No, as a matter of fact, let's watch Blabs' new idol one more time.
Not my idol. Why do I want to fart on my dick?
Just one more time. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's just watch her fart. Is that a real fart?
I have no idea. I mean, it could be as real as your soundboard.
I mean, it sounds pretty real.
She kind of moves in that angle perfectly. I guess Phoenix has been taking notes from her.
Yeah, where's Phoenix at? Right. If
That girl said her.
People in the chat pointing out there is a fart fetish, and it's gross.
Ew!
We should definitely kink shame people. I think it's appropriate.
let's go ahead and move on to the next story here. Blabs, thanks for that.
Here to help.
It's good.
Never go ass to mouth.
Wow.
What the hell? Where'd that come from?
Was not expecting Eric to bust that one.
Never in a million years would you expect Eric, this pure man, just go and say that shit. Wow.
That's from Clerks too.
I know.
Wow.
Good. Well, that's interesting. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. Crumb says, look at it this way, Blabs. If you go to Olive Garden and eat some mildly disappointing food one time, they'll stop talking about it. Crumb's correct.
It's true.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
And
get it over with.
Yes, I'm with you on that. Young Stove says, I'm half Italian. Blabs, no self-respecting Italian will eat Olive Garden. We have one in Rhode Island, and it's always empty. I got tricked into going once and was so mad I started walking home. Montez.
Maybe it's really empty because they ran out of food.
That's a good point. Thanks,
you ever
Flash.
think about that?
This is important, you know, and you got to look at things the right way, which I think
it was
Flash
so
certainly
busy that it ran out of food, and you lost out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Drop Barracuda says, Rage Jackson's DLC character in Mortal Kombat had a special move called Sucker Punch that charges up with a chat-fueled rage meter. Oh, we'll get to that here in a little bit. He also says, who farts on a dick? Blabs 2025. Clip that.
I mean, I'm asking the right questions.
Blabs, did you clip that?
I have a little section of it all, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. That's wonderful. Snake Master says, damn it, Craig, make a version of the Hard News intro without the yeehaw when Eric comes on. Also, I'm very hyped for Metal Gear Solid Delta tomorrow. Well, I think we can do the first part of that. I can't control your hype level, but thank you, Snake Master. All right, let's go and move on to this other story here. I have not seen this, and all I know is that this is a lady from Texas. Now, Texas, you know, pretty base state, I would say, but the headline of this is very intriguing. As a missing Texas woman was found living with her lost African tribe in Scotland.
Yeah, this is nuts. So I've screened this. It's a minute long, as you can see. You just gotta let it play because the amount of like.
What is that in her mouth?
Fuck. Yeah,
it looks like a goose turd.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, you'll just need to watch it. It's like, what the fuck are these people on?
Let's see what goes on here.
I am the handmaid of Queen Anne. I am the inferior mistress, and I also play as a surrogate for the queen. I'm also the bondwoman of the king, which means I do not have the formal title of a wife, but he is my husband, and we are a tribe.
The kingdom of Kubala has been on a pilgrimage to our lost heritage, following the roots of our ancestors back to the land where Jacob, our forefather, laid his stone, the stone of scorn, and he blessed it with oil. After he poured the oil, he said, one day, the Messiah, his son.
Okay, this is all performative. Look at this bullshit down here. I'm sorry.
She's nuts.
Okay. It doesn't even matter what this guy's saying.
I don't know too many queens that sit in fold-out lawn chairs.
This was in Scotland?
welfare
Yeah.
things. Right?
She dipped Texas to go to Scotland, allegedly.
Okay, hold on.
Video.
Are we sure this is Scotland? This just looks like a skit.
I hope it's a skit, because goddamn, do people actually believe that like blacks are from Scotland? Is this the thing now? Like
There are black people in Scotland, yes.
No. Ancestral. Like from the very beginning. Are we serious?
Well, the modern audience tells me that's right. So, okay. Well, let's just finish this because there has to be something else here.
The Shiloh shall return to Scotland, and he shall build back the lost heritage, the lost kingdom, the last kingdom of Scotland.
I am.
Hold on. Is he saying to make Scotland great again?
He basically is.
Is that what he's
Build
saying?
Back better. Somehow.
He's trying to build Scotland back better. My God.
So this missing Texas woman just got suckered into a cult with this guy to be his second wife.
Apparently.
What if they're all fake, though? What if this is just looking for internet attention?
They're just.
I have no idea.
Okay.
You can't even tell these things anymore.
Okay.
I mean, I can, but.
Okay, listen, some of these people are absolutely insane, and sometimes you really can't tell.
I have so many questions here. Obviously, look, if you are a descendant of some sort of whatever, right? That's fine. But do you have to ignore all modern technology and go have to live in the woods and like make fires and try to like, are we just going to disregard all modern technology because that's the way our ancestors did it? Like, how fucking dumb are you? See, it seems like a really short-sighted way of doing this. And I got to be honest, I don't know if I necessarily trust this guy. Like, this guy just kind of hanging out, kind of got an arrow limping through here.
It's garage sale chair.
Right. I just, not a whole lot about this screams sanity here. So, like, so many questions. Like, is this lady here and this guy here? They're clearly in it, right?
Yeah, it's his first wife.
Yeah. And they're just like looking for, some lady that he can bone on the side.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Where are the subjects?
These are all great questions. It's just 3 of them right now.
What do you
so, tribe of 3.
So how do you think that she, like this guy got in contact with her, or she found this group of these 2 people? Like, how do you think that happened? I'm trying to walk myself through the process.
Reddit.
Right. Just taking out a Reddit. This guy's like, I am the leader of a lost African tribe.
And she's like, sounds legit. Let's go.
He was a Reddit mod.
He's like, but there's one catch. We're in Scotland, right?
Time to move.
But how is it a lost African tribe if they are in Scotland? Wouldn't they be a lost Scotland tribe?
You can't make sense with them.
I mean, I just have
apparently Africa is everybody.
Okay.
At least that's how some of them want you to think.
Okay.
Like the Vikings. Oh no, they're African.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm just very curious. Let's see. Give me a country in Africa.
Nigeria.
All right. Of course you put Nigeria.
Isma says a willful hostage.
Like weird. Okay. So in theory, let's see. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah.
Somebody said they drove there in a Dodge Charger.
They drove there in a Dodge Charger.
Okay. Here is Scotland. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. If I'm looking at this properly, I think I am. Here is Scotland.
It's got a map.
On a map, right? Here's Scotland. Here is the trip to Africa.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense. So, there's that. I don't know. This is amazing stuff. And like the fact that people will fall for anything. If there's one thing I can take from the story, it's that people will fall for anything.
They do not know the way.
They do not know the way. My goodness.
You look at those gas prices in Europe, it probably wasn't a cheap drive either.
No.
Silly.
They probably took a canoe.
Damn.
Just going around the outside over there, or outside of the ocean.
I don't know. He's kind of fat. I don't think he could row that far.
You should have seen how fat he was.
That's what the women are for.
Yeah, they rode.
True.
He ate the grapes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wes says, thoughts on Primitive War. People are saying this new film is the greatest dinosaur film ever made. Wanted to get your stance since you're such a hardcore Jurassic Park fan. Blabs?
I don't know. I've never heard of it. But also, I'm not a hardcore fan of Jurassic Park. In fact, I've only seen the originals a couple times, but I'm a big fan of the video games like Evolution. So I'm sorry, but I can't answer your question.
Lando, thank you very much for that. The fart fetish with Harley Quinn.
That's true. That's a real comic book. It's just 30 pages of her farting.
You have it?
No, I've never read it.
Okay.
I've just seen the review of it and some of the panels.
Drop Barracuda says, hard to understand that heavy Scottish accent. That's right. It's crazy. Skeptical Luigi says, never give in, Blabs. You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Well, no, she's gonna have Olive Garden this weekend. She will. The Trilla says, I miss when not everyone had access to the internet. Thank you, Trillis. Sable says, it's nothing to do with heritage, just a 3x kink. Thank you, Sable. Joey says, she found a way, my brother. Mag says, this is from the Jakob theory of history, basically the flat earthers of anthropology. Count Dankula did a great job breaking it down. Hell of a watch. All right, Mac. Thank you. So they're also flat earthers. That's good. It's good. This guy says, breaking news for a limited time for the low price of $13.99. Olive Garden's never eating pasta bowl is back. Whoa! Molto bene. Am I right? It's great news.
True Italian tradition right there. I'm glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Drawback Cuda says, where's the Scott Hansen for Scottish African fraud? Mac says the Jakob theory of history is boiled down to blacks being the original humans and the original tribes, and this ancient scientist called Jakob created the rest of races and ethnicities. Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. The Trilla says he's the heir to the McDowell's throne. Nice little Coming to America reference right there. Okay, we have this story as well. If we can move on as best we possibly can. Did you see that there are some people who are intrigued by whether or not Hulk Hogan actually died or if he was murdered? This courtesy of TMZ says cause of death may be medical malpractice from Hulk Hogan here. Says the Clearwater, this is an update here. This was later. The Clearwater Police Department said in a statement into the TMZ Hulk Hogan investigation, we have been in communication with family members, including his son, Nick, his daughter, Brooke. The unique nature of this case has required us to interview multiple witnesses and seek medical records from a variety of providers. And our detectives continue to do that. All this takes time. The Hogan family has been appreciative of our efforts and communication with them. Well, let's talk about this real quick because they're saying that, you know, he died in the morning, right? The Clearwater Police Department reported to a 911 call. They said he had a heart attack. This was courtesy of the occupational therapist that was present right there when he stopped breathing. According to the report, which is on, quote, lockdown, the therapist told responders, officers, Hulk Hogan was the victim of medical malpractice. The therapist says during a recent operation, it's unclear if it was the surgery to repair his heart or neck procedure. The surgeon, quote, severed his phrenic nerve. Ugh. The phrenic nerve stimulates the diaphragm, which controls breathing. Our sources say Hulk did not have a chest clenching episode before his passing. Rather, he merely stopped breathing. We're told it was his wife, Sky, who sounded the alarm when his breath halted, and that's what the 911 call was made. We're also told that there were conversations among officers at the scene where they talked about what the therapist had told them, and this is on body cam. It's a fair assumption the conversation between the occupational therapist and the officers is also on body cam right here. Hulk's daughter Brooke called for an autopsy as of a week ago we're told Hulk's body was not yet cremated, but we have not been, gotten clarity if cremation has taken place. So he died weeks ago now. This is a month ago at this point. Holy moly. And his body is still just in the morgue, if that's the case. Wow. That is crazy to think. So this right here says Hulk Hogan's widow, Sky, confirmed to TMZ that the wrestling legend's phrenic nerve was compromised during the recent surgery. She added that that an autopsy of Hogan has been done, but she declined to reveal the results. Sky also said Hogan's body has not yet been cremated. So holy moly right there. Okay. I feel like this is not the first time we've had conversations like this about celebrities, where in a situation like this, Hulk Hogan may have died after a surgery gone wrong. If you recall, 15, 20 years ago when Michael Jackson died.
I was going to say that. And I was also thinking Matthew Perry. Remember, he died of medical malpractice. There's been nothing in the news in the last couple of weeks where they're like, oh no, their doctor fucked up.
Well, he died of an overdose of ketamine.
Yeah, but it was medical malpractice, they're saying now. It happened in the news like last week. They were like, no, the doctor made a mistake. Yeah.
Going into surgery, especially in an advanced age, is terrifying to me because so much can go wrong. Like I was in surgery to fix my ankle, right? And there's always this thought in the back of your mind that you may not make it out. I've had family members not make it out. I had my wife's grandma didn't make it out of surgery. You know, these are things that are like real, like they terrify me. Like the idea of going into surgery, because at the end of the day, these surgeons, they are just human, you know, and mistakes are made regardless of how good they are at what they do. But going back to this, like Michael Jackson as well, they said, well, you know, he didn't just die. There was something going on there. Like, what is in this case, I feel like the Hulk Hogan thing, if they severed a nerve, it's different than somebody going in and actively like trying to kill him, right? But with Michael Jackson in particular, they're saying that someone was actively trying to kill him. I don't know, like, I don't really know where I'm going with this outside of it just seems like this happens a lot with celebrities. Maybe I'm wrong with this one, but
I think somebody in the chat said it best, that it happens to everybody, including the rich. And we just see it a lot with the celebrities because it's more prevalent. It's in the news more, you know? Nobody cares if some average Joe is murdered by accident.
Kind of true, though. I mean, if you have a lot of people that have interest in you, they're going to talk about it more and it's going to go further, you know?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll know more as the medical malpractice. I mean, it's a pretty big thing. And if they do prove medical malpractice, can't they sue the you know, the hospital and
office,
and all that stuff? I don't know. Interesting. But all right, let's move on. Clinton says this is just the Netflix remake of Krippendorf's Tribe. And thank you for that, Clinton. The Jerk says, I too bought a plot of land in Scotland, making me a lord as well. Oh, is that what was that sponsor? What was that sponsored of several years ago?
I remember.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got the plaque upstairs. I bought it for my wife as a joke.
That's so
they
funny.
emailed me about like doing a video, and I said no.
That's really funny.
No, thank you.
That's great. I love that. That's God. What was that? It was God. What was that called? Chat. Something title. Yes, established titles.
Established titles. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. And that company. I wonder what that revenue was like before they just totally blew up. You know, because they
ran out of plots.
Yes, all the land was bought up. You lords. Here we go. Fried lasagna equals bloomin' onion. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with either one of those things. Thank you, Quagmire. Drop Barracuda says doctors don't know that applause resurrects Hulkster. That's right. They should have just been clapping them on. Let's go. By the way, I was working out yesterday, and Real American came on. I got like 3 or 4 more reps out of that, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. It's good. Max says it's pronounced Yaku. Don't know if they're flat earthers, but They are the equivalent when it comes to human history. And yes, to them, they believe all non-blacks were created in an ancient laboratory. Oh,
We are all lab experiments.
yeah. Okay, that's interesting stuff. Thank you for that. That's tells me everything I need to know about the Yakub tribe over there. Graham says, I heard it was a botched neck fusion surgery that killed Terry Bollea the day before he died. And after he died, it's like someone scrubbed the web of all mentions of it. Suspicious for sure.
Did he have surgery the day before?
Before he died? If that's the case, man.
I mean, it's got to be.
That's big.
Yeah, that is big. Jason J says, Dr. House was right. It is the nature of medicine. You are going to screw up and unalive someone.
That's why they call it practicing.
It's a good point. Good point. All right, let's go and move on. Now, we've talked not as much as we should about this on the show, but Flash, I'm sure you've talked about Collective Shout many a times on your channel. The big enemy right now trying to force censorship through payment processors. This group of Karens down in Australia who have gone out of their way to kind of really press their will. It's like a group of seems like 8 to 10 white women down in Australia.
It's always the liberal white women. I saw Asmongold was getting some shit for his take, but it's like he was right.
Yeah, the Asmongold tweet was there. Yeah. Now
I've been talking about liberal white women for years, and I used to get shit for it, but I was right.
Yeah, we had that conversation the other day, and
they vote, and they vote. They always vote far left.
I was thinking about this the other day. This has nothing to do with the topic, and we'll circle back to the topic in a minute. But we saw that the UK changed their voting age to 16 recently. Did you see that, Eric?
The UK did?
Yeah. You can vote at 16 now in
That's
the UK.
a fucking joke.
You should raise the age.
Okay, which
Okay, it hasn't actually happened yet, you know.
Well,
it's
in
discussion.
No, I thought it was happening.
No, I don't think it says it must be held by August 2029, I guess, the discussions. So it's not happening yet. It's in discussion.
Okay, it's been proposed.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the UK is a cucked country now, so I highly see this passing. What a fucking joke.
Can we take a step back, though, and ask a serious question about why, and I've asked this on the show before, but why have we not had the discussion of raising the voting age in the United States? With, like, obviously some rare exceptions, right? If you are a first responder, if you are a military person, right? Like, let's just say you raise it to, I don't know, 25.
This is such a stupid question considering they don't even want you to verify yourself when you vote. Fix that first, then you can actually decide all the age requirements and age limits. Otherwise, there's no point.
I think
kids are dumb. I've heard them talk about is dropping the age to 16 in the United States. They talk
horrible.
about like in San Francisco or something.
Teenagers are retarded, and they don't even pay bills. So why do you don't have any skin in the game? You don't have a right to vote on policy.
I just go back to I know that in the 70s, the voting age was dropped from 21 to 18, right? But if the voting age was originally 21, let's just say hypothetically, and I may be wrong here, but let's just say it was 18, right? When we started voting in the United States, the average age of death was like 37 years old, right? It was a lot different than it is now. So if we're going on that scale, don't you think that we should adjust the age for voting? I don't know, just a simple thought experiment for everybody here. But regardless, we'll go back to our story here in just.
I think 25 is how old you should have to be to vote.
Go back to landowners can only vote.
I like that too. That's even better.
Well, aren't you not allowed to rent a car until you're the age of 25?
Yep.
So what are we doing?
Can't rent a car, but you can vote for president.
That's right.
25 is when your brain's finally done developing. I think that's
Allegedly.
perfect. That's what they say. That's all theory, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted there, and I appreciate you guys letting me go on that. But with that said, let's go back to this. So this group Collective Shout, they've been a pain in everybody's ass over the last month or two, really kind of sticking their nose in things, trying to press the idea of censorship in games. And if you don't like it, you're an istaphobe, whatever. We've seen this playbook before many, many times, right? Now, Vera Dark has been covering this greatly. She has been blocked by Collective Shout, but Savvy, friend of the show, been on many, many times. She also has been spearheading all this nonsense. Now, she's had some very contentious online interactions with various members of this group, so much so that they have gone out of their way to disrespect her. So much so that they have gone and listen, guys, if you could just bear with me here. They misgendered Savvy several times. Which
so they called her Mr. Savvy.
I know. You guys are upset. I get it. You guys are really upset, Blabs. I know that you're fuming right now. Okay.
Yes. Didn't like she change her Twitter username for a little bit to like, wasn't it like Sir Savvy? Is that what they thought? That's hilarious.
So look, I know while you guys all may be extremely irate, Savvy is extremely upset about it too. She says, it looks like some loser from this has fallen for the lies and believes me to be a man. This is harmful. Deception is not part of who I am, unlike these individuals. I'm glad I was able to file reports with both their local governments, and I hope one day they are investigated for their lies. Well, what is she talking about here? Well, she has actually gone in and filed reports in both the UK and Australia.
I love this.
Which is exactly how you play the game of Uno right here. In the last few days, for malicious denial of my sex, which is female. These women created their worlds. Now it's time for them to reap what they sow. Deny me my womanness because it doesn't fit a narrative. I will use the very system you all seek to abuse to get your way, and I will be 100 times more effective because I am able to communicate without sounding like a parasite-addled cicada flying through a glass door repeatedly. So love to see that from Savvy. This is wonderful. This guy says, hell yeah. But will they really end up with a visit from the police? And Savvy says, actually, yes. White turf women aggressively denying a disabled mixed woman who is an ally. Her gender is something that is taken very seriously, unlike child gang rapes right here. So yes, this is important, and I think this is exactly what you do in a situation like this.
I agree.
You know what's really ironic? Sorry to interrupt, but in Australia right now, they have this case going on that is going to decide what is a woman. And it's like extremely degrading, right? Because like, oh, well, anybody can be a woman. And it's like all about the trans woman. Meanwhile, this is all happening right now too. It's very coincidental. I like it.
Do you remember when Twitter was all about misgendering?
Oh, yeah.
They would ban you.
I exploited that shit and put they, them in my bio, and I got a bunch of haters fucking taken down for like 4 days.
That's awesome.
Because every time they would call me he or him, I would point out I'm a they, them.
It's spectacular.
The people that get the most offended when you misgender somebody.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing now? They have no principles.
Well,
yeah, that shit was funny. They all backed off of that too because everybody was using that against them. A lot of people were putting different pronouns in their bios, and the people that were crying about it all the time all got fucking suspended for a couple of days. It was a fun time.
No, man, I think this is 100% the way you handle it in a situation like this. If you make the rules, okay, you want to play that game? Let's fucking play that game. That's fine. Because if they're going out of their way to misgender a situation like this, Savvy is playing them like a fucking fiddle, and I love it. So, good for you, Sav. Congratulations. Love to see that. So, Henry came in and says, Hulk had so many back surgeries, and each one is a roll of the dice. My L2 and L3 are grinded to dust from B-ball, and I'm doing everything I can to avoid going underneath the knife. Oof.
Ouch.
So, yeah, yucks, man. Yuck. Sorry, Henry. That sucks.
Back surgeries are like there's so much going on back there. Like, I don't even think we know like about some of the things in our backs.
No.
Also, a lot
back
of like
pain is hard to find and fix. It's
Yeah, also because a lot of doctors will just be like, oh, you have back pain, shall we just try injections? And if that doesn't work, let's cut you open and put a little thing inside your
Yeah,
back.
exploratory surgery.
Yeah, they're insane. It's like they
Yeah.
love it because they just, get paid by insurance companies and deals from, products and stuff. Ugh.
Have
No, thanks.
you guys seen the ring dinger before?
No. What's that?
The ring. Here you go, Blabs. This is a. I'm intrigued by this. I've always been intrigued by this. I think it's extremely dangerous, but this is what shows up on like my feed on a day-to-day basis. The ring dinger here, Blabs. Here we go.
All right, breathe in.
Okay. Towel around the neck. Hips held down by these things right here.
Breathe out. Close those teeth. Teeth together. Breathe in. Out through your nose. Wiggle your right big toe. They're lower on them.
That looks painful.
Did he fart, or was that just his clothes on the table rubbing?
That was his back. Going.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it when they do that to your
Oh,
neck.
yeah.
Poppages.
Yeah.
I don't know how healthy that is.
Well, let's watch another one.
I do like getting my back cracked though. That's good.
Yeah,
He's like, what do I do?
Yeah, I kind of want to do it, but I also kind of don't want to die. You know?
You see people get paralyzed that shit.
I know.
There was like 2 stories in 1 month about these people that went and got their necks cracked at chiropractors, and they're paralyzed.
I like the chiropractor. I know a lot.
I
of
do
people
too.
like,
But I told him I don't let him crack my neck. I haven't had my neck cracked in a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never liked it.
You guys, chat. Any interest in the getting the ring dinger? Maybe we can.
Sounds like some type of fast food special. One ring dinger coming right up. Bing.
I think they have it copyrighted, the ring dinger. I think that's what they call it. It's great. It kind of originated here in Dallas. There's a guy in Dallas that I thought it'd actually be fun to do it on the show, and I reached out to him, and he's like, "Yeah, if you want to come in and do it, that'd be great." But I think I chickened out because I'm a big old pussy. So Graham says, "How about the requirements to vote be either 1, own property; 2, be gainfully employed full-time for 7 years; 3, completed trade school; or 4, the military. No college kids or welfare recipients." Montez. Interesting.
Then you get the problem with the whole, it should be your right to vote, right? And then it just trickles down from there.
I don't know the answer there.
Exactly.
I don't know the answer.
I like property owner voting.
Yeah, I like that too. Thing is, in the UK, the youth are very right-wing. Lowering the age is going to backfire massively. The liberals are all boomers because the youth there are massively screwed over by them. Thanks, Mac. It's interesting. Sable says, can't vote unless you sacrifice something to earn the privilege. The author of Starship Troopers, his actual name is censored by YouTube, was right. They censored the author's name for Starship Troopers? Okay.
Let me look into this.
Inspector says, have you ever watched the show Dexter? Yes, I have watched it. Didn't hold on to me. It was fine.
I'm thinking about going and watching it because I watched 1 clip of that show, and now my feed has been full of them. So it seems like a good show.
You watched 1 clip? Yeah, I think I made through like 2 or 3 episodes, and I was like, okay, I get it.
We reacted to the whole Dexter series on our channel, and we're currently watching Resurrection.
I hear good things about Resurrection.
Resurrection is awesome. We watched an episode last night, and I'm like, we have 2 more episodes to catch up. I just wanted to keep watching, but we gotta, we don't have 1 episode.
I feel like I should go watch the original show first, though.
Yeah, you gotta watch every season of Dexter before you watch Resurrection.
And what about New Blood or whatever?
You have to watch New Blood. It's all right. It's not that good. They flubbed up the ending again, but Resurrection fixes it. And you need to watch New Blood to get to the Resurrection. So,
okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what some people are not doing. They're not watching on Twitch right now, as Twitch has effectively ruined its platform here in the last couple months or so by just being honest. as Twitch's viewership takes a massive hit after cracking down on Viewbots here. Who'd have thunk? Right
I wish YouTube would. Fucking bots on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
You have to, every video, I got to wait like 5 minutes and go back to the comments and ban them.
Yeah. Well, Twitch's viewership is trending downward across the board in the time they began cracking down severely on Viewbots, with a reduction of 24% week over week. That is massive here. Now, there is a, it's just, I'm sure this will go into it, but there's a thread from XQC about this. Says Twitch has cracked down on Viewbots in the 2 to 3 days, and Viewbotters / victims of viewbotting have been exposed. Streamers that are part of groups and orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. I don't want to start a witch hunt, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself. Now, he is including, you can see this is just a regular old streamer here who is streaming to between 18,000 and 35,000 people, which is a massive audience. And then they go in and they crack down on the Viewbots, and it's dropped down to between 7,000 and 10,000, which that is a massive drop right here. So he goes on and says, you can click on any streamer you want and tap streams from them. And he said he would compare these specific dates. Gives you a good idea. He says, I've been thinking why orgs would bot heavily. Then the answer seemed obvious. Talent agencies receive a percentage of ad revenue their talents does. By inflating their streams, they can sell massive ad packages in bulk and take much higher sums. To simply put, it's fraud. It doesn't seem like a problem for most people, but it's the silent killer. It kills the industry as a whole. It lowers discoverability for small streamers significantly and cuts down their income if they ever make it at all. I did some digging and shared findings with others and found erroneous instances of streamers going from 100 viewers to over 5,000 overnight. I was speechless when I noticed that they've been doing it for years. The worst part, a lot of the streams ended being sponsored. Awful.
It's easy to find if people are doing that. Look at their chat. If there's 10,000 people watching someone and the chat's not fucking moving, those are bots.
Yeah, 100%. Like we have a very active chat. We keep track of that stuff on a day-to-day basis. It obviously depends on the show and things we have going on, but yeah, man, this is crazy. Now, I'll say this: Kick has a massive Viewbot problem as well. But
I think all platforms do.
You think so?
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Rumble has it too.
do.
You see people have like thousands of people watching them, and the chat like moves every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's thousands of people watching.
Yeah, I saw like a guy playing Call of Duty the other night with like 18,000 viewers, and his chat was like one chat message every minute or two.
Yeah, that's not 18,000 people.
But what's the disadvantage of viewbotting? Like, it puts you to the top of the board if somebody's searching for a game. Like it seems like something that, like, we've never done that. We should probably do it. I'm just like,
no, we shouldn't. It's dishonest.
Okay, but Blabs, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you, but if you could pay X amount of dollars and then you appear at the top of a list, so when we all know that the internet doesn't scroll, right? If I go to Google, I'm clicking on the first page of results or the first 2 to 3, right? And if I go to Twitch and at the top of the IRL thing is side scrollers, I'm going to probably tune in to what's going on. It's strictly a marketing.
That's a great question.
YouTube
Doesn't
does
Viewbots violate terms of service?
Well, yeah, it does.
Then
Which is,
that you
which is
want to
always...
risk it for the biscuit.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, if it only enforces, it only is a rule if it's enforced, and it clearly isn't. Clearly. So, like the idea that, like you're not going to see us go from whatever we have right now over on Twitch. We have, a few dozen people watching us on Twitch, and we're thankful for you guys tuning in. But you're not going to see us go from 50 people to 5,000 overnight, right? That'd be incredibly suspicious. But you can see why these organizations do it. It's a marketing expense. You put your person at the top of the list, and then you bring in new viewers that way, right? So I don't know. It seems pretty black and white to me. And is it fraud?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is if you are selling advertisements against it, 100%. But I don't know, so, Flash, you were going to say?
Oh, I don't remember. I was responding to somebody in chat.
Okay.
All those big streamers on Twitch are all part of talent agencies, and I think all those talent agencies boost up their streamers just to get them at the top of the list. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they acknowledge that when they're selling ads to their sponsors, saying, "Yeah, we're bumping them up, but your ad's still going to get seen by people because they're at the top of the list and they're getting more real views than anybody else."
Right.
So
Real
if it's in the fine print of the contract. So
yeah, real views. You included this here as well, and this is very Eric. Thanks for sending this over. I saw this earlier today. Here's the viewership year over year, and you can see in 2020 when the lockdowns happened, Twitch skyrocketed. Right, went massive. 2021 it held over.
That's not. I mean, everyone was stuck at home.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But you can see what happened in 2025 here is you can see,
we're all outside again.
Well, and they killed the view botting, which is exactly what happened here. You can see the stark decline right here. It's just dropping off a cliff from July to August right here. So
if you look at the concurrent viewers from the last 7 days, the light green is current, and then the dark green behind it is the same period last week. So look at the weekend where they reportedly took care of the. It's also hard to determine that if that's something to do with Battlefield 6 beta. Everybody was streaming that last weekend, and people were watching it, and then the beta turned off. So,
well, I think it's really confusing, honestly. Like, it's admirable that they would want to do that, but in doing so, they're kind of fucking things up a little bit for them over on Twitch. So, anyways, I mean, great. Now, Kick, you're next. YouTube, you're there too. By all means, let's get going. Jimmy Ray says, can we replace the names/parties on ballots with policy positions? If you can't read and understand English, you can't vote. Thank you, Jimmy.
The problem with that is you don't have America doesn't have a national language, which is absolutely retarded. Just make it English, right?
I think it does now. Didn't Trump make it?
No, not yet.
Did he? I don't remember ever reading anything about that. It should be 100%. Like, why the hell do we not have a national language? Absolutely insane. So we gotta fix all these things first before we can even have these things.
They would vote against it and call it racist.
Yeah, just like how you can't show your driver's license and somehow that's racist.
So apparently on March 1st, President Trump signed an executive order designating English as the official language of the United States.
Thank God. Okay, so let's work on that now.
Liberal white women are some of the stupidest fucking people in existence.
Why do you not call out liberal white men?
Well, they just do whatever the women say.
Yeah, but they've been in position longer before that.
They also don't vote like liberal white women show up to vote.
So you're not going to blame the men who don't show up to vote?
No, because
I do blame men that don't show up to vote.
That makes no sense.
How does it not? They should show up and vote.
Yes,
so that
you
we
should,
can
but you don't show them. You
them.
never say the liberal men do this. It's always the woman.
Blabs.
They've been in power longer than women have. They literally gave these certain women the power, right? Are we just going to ignore all that?
Blabs.
For an agenda?
Here, this has nothing to do with agenda. This has to do with reality. Can I be very honest with you? Women make the decisions and the men follow those decisions. It's just the reality of life.
So when women only got the voting, 100 years ago almost? Before that,
we should repeal it.
Because all the husbands going, we're just tired of them nagging. Let's get them let them vote.
None of this makes sense, historically speaking.
Blabs.
No, seriously.
Look, I think what Flash is saying is right now, there is a bigger divide than ever politically, right? Historically, in the last 20 years or so, it's been, like if you go back to 2005, 2000, the left and right were not that far apart from each other, right? Then it started to separate, which is all right now. Like it's spearheaded by the psycho, crazy left liberal woman. It is like, And when you see these like little beta cucks dude online, like it's all Blabs, they just want to get fucking pussy. That's really what it comes down to. And they're
So
following
maybe
around.
instead of blaming the women, you should also be shitting on the guys who don't have any common sense.
Yes, but they are just following orders.
And you should tell them to pull their bootstraps up and go.
Yeah, I just called them cucks and pussies. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
but
And
it's only after I say something.
No, Blabs.
It's getting tiring to constantly come here every day and hear it's women's fault. It's women's fault. It's women's fault.
It's not Blabs. It's not women's fault. It's the young 20-something liberal stupid women's fault. That's what it is.
So when you see lots of people saying repeal the 19th,
no, I think women should vote. I do. You know, but
I think it's a mistake.
I mean, you know, they're Blabs. Men and women are different. Men traditionally vote based off of facts. Women are highly emotional. Right? And they vote off emotion. That's just the reality of it. So that's why you have things that are pushed that are more fact-based that you see men vote for, and things that are more emotional, my feelings, that women vote for. It's just reality. It's biological facts. And then you have
when you see a whole bunch of women being attacked right now by the trans women who are biologically men.
They vote for them to get all the shit. They don't care. A bunch of these. Well,
I blame the women. The women
don't even play sports.
Who are emotional about it. The women who are emotional about it, who are saying, "Well, I need to be empathetic towards their cause." They fucking did it to themselves. Sorry. They voted.
No, it's not all of us who did it. First of all, I want to hear what Eric has to say about this because he's a married guy.
I agree with Craig and Flash. you can look at the polls and the difference between married women and single women versus married men and single men. And
when they get married and have children, they start to think about their family.
There's a huge gap in between how they vote.
Okay.
It's just the data. It's just stats, which goes back to the idea that what's that?
It's science.
Yeah, and it just goes back to men look at things from an analytical perspective. Women look at things oftentimes with emotion. It has nothing to do with sexism at all. It has everything to do with stats and data. Like, that's it. Sucks.
And it's nothing against you, Blabs.
Well, I know that considering I am not an idiot.
I'm okay with you voting, Blabs.
Well, thank you. As long as I think what you think.
Well, yeah.
I don't think we disagree on too much.
No, yeah, I don't think
Except
so.
maybe Olive Garden.
Yeah. Like
which you're fucking wrong on. Number one.
Would you vote if all the polls were at Olive Garden?
Yeah, what
kind of question is that?
What if we moved it went from your local post office to Olive Gardens, and you had to order soup, salad, and breast sticks in order to get your poll to get your vote? I love everything about this right here. All right, awesome. All right, look,
lever is it's a breadstick.
Can we? I need to stop down for a second. I'm sorry. Shamsa.
This makes me want to watch those clips of that feminist woman from Red Dead Redemption getting fed to alligators. Do you remember that?
I do. That was a pretty viral clip.
Banned on Twitch.
That guy got banned on YouTube, and then everyone got him back. Do you remember that?
That's ridiculous. Can we stop for a second, please? Shamsa came in, and we don't have the alert today because we're not streaming with Phoenix. But Shamsa came in and donated $1,000 to Side Scrollers.
Wow.
In our show. $1,000. We haven't played this in a while. Shamsa, thank you.
Developers. Yes.
Shamsa, I stream Saturday nights, 10:30 p.m. on Yellow Flash 2.
Hey, that is spectacular. What is even more spectacular is that Shamsa followed up with another $1,000 direct donation. Now, Shamsa, let me tell you this right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
If either of those were incorrect, please let me know, and I will gladly refund those because that is ridiculous. That is spectacular, and we don't know how much we can say thank you for that, but we can say developers again.
Developers, 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 developers. Developers, 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 developers. Yes.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Shamsa. That is truly spectacular, and we appreciate your developers.
She has a message.
What is that?
First of all, she's like, I'm trying to donate. Is this working? It does work. Thank you, Shamsa. And then she says, tell them women in here, and I'm having conflicting thoughts on both sides. So yeah, Shamsa is female, by the way, chat, in case you guys didn't know that. So she's got conflicting thoughts. There you go.
I think we all have conflicting thoughts on this. It's not as clear black and white, right? And like I said, it goes back to men and women think differently, right? So, like it's nothing personal by any means. It's not at all. And please don't take it personal, Blabs.
Well, no, it's just, here's the thing I've noticed. The far left hates men, and the right, they hate women.
No, we don't. Blabs hate women.
Are you far right?
But Blabs, the far right does not hate women, right? Like,
you're joking.
What's that?
You're joking. The far right, they seem to be blaming.
You're thinking more of like some of the red pill stuff like
it's definitely like split lately.
Okay, Blabs, that's fine, but that's not us at all.
By the way, she says keep both donos.
Shamsa, thank you so much. That is God tier.
I've got a video here I can play if you just this kind of sums everything up, I think.
Okay, then we'll get to the Snoop Dogg thing. Sure, sounds good. Let me let's get here real quick. What do we got? Oh, is this? Jesus Christ! Okay.
Yep.
You, my friend, what do you think about women's suffrage?
Women voting? Sure, why not?
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a true progressive.
Anyone dumb enough to want to vote, I say go for it.
Oh, a cynic. How dull for you. I do hope you grow out of it, young man. It's so unappealing.
Unappealing is what I do best.
Sorry. Oh my God. All right. Delta came in. Thank you, cowboy. Delta says, I remember as a teen after a gym workout, we would crack our shoulders and necks, but I remember being told that it would lead to problems in the future. Don't know why chiropractic, where they seem to pull on the neck and spine is so popular. Because it feels good. Delta followed up, says, Blabs, if it makes you feel better, I think you're one of the good ones. Top 15 white women on my list for sure. I love all women.
Well, thanks.
Blabs is one of the good white women.
That's right. Commodore fan says, one of my exes had a miscarriage that ruined the relationship, driving her from me as she felt ashamed. But once she found out we were having a kid, she turned from let's go have fun. She turned from let's go have fun to, oh shit, I got to get serious about life. It's just human nature. Yeah. Having somebody besides yourself to worry about is, it's next level. It changes your life dramatically. So Marblin says, Craig getting paralyzed for content. Fuck that. Fuck that. I can get my back cracked. That's it. Thank you, Marblin. I have no interest in getting paralyzed for content. Brian says, think of all the bodybuilding competitions that which allow juicing, and you're just and you try to compete as a natural bodybuilder. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, that's tough. Chris says, Greg, you have the wrong politics. They will gut you. Yes. There's a reason it can't be enforced. I could bot someone's stream. if I didn't like them, to get them banned. Yeah, there you go. See, that
but
makes more sense.
no, because then they go in like they don't care when people mass flag videos and get channels taken away, right? So that's enforced. So I don't really see that point there.
Modest says, "Hey, bada bing, what's the haps, crew? Yo, Flash, just had my eye injection again and didn't feel nothing. Also, say hi to that Aussie for me and offer a bloomin' onion like we offer Blabs Olive Garden." Thanks, Modest.
Oh man, I couldn't even. I would demand to be. I don't think you can be put to sleep for eye stuff either, which I would fucking pass
just
out.
numb it, right? Ugh.
I'd pass out.
Imagine seeing just this thing. Just no.
Mm-mm. Nathan says, counterpoint, when Twitch cracked down on bots, a lot of streamers had mental breakdowns. One of their biggest streamers also stopped altogether. Yeah, from what I understand, Kai Cenat hasn't streamed at all since they did this, which is intriguing, but apparently he's coming back soon. Inspector says, there's a rumor that Roblox will shut down on September 1st if there's going to be a streamed trial with the Roblox CEO and staff versus Schlepp Parents and Chris Hansen. We'll have content for weeks. Oh, that's the truth. We'll just sit there. I'll literally just stream it all day long. Yeah. Victor says, these woke ideas come from, quote, women's studies. Thank you, Victor. And thank you, Drop Barracuda. Miku says, Blabs versus Andrew Wilson, please. Do you know who Andrew Wilson is, Blabs?
No.
I don't know. Oh, I do know him. He's the guy from the Whatever podcast.
Whatever.
Yeah. Cody says,
he's
Blabs,
entertaining.
Blabs, tired of hearing it's all women's fault all the time. Men over the last 60 years, first time, huh?
Well, that's my whole
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
That's my point. It doesn't solve anything, does it?
This video says women putting on the selective services to vote could be a compromise between having nothing on the line when they vote and getting denied a vote via a repeal. Montez.
What would they do, though? They can't do combat.
Army of cat moms.
Maybe when we get those like exoskeletons, everybody would kind of be on the same playing field then. But
Little Orphan Funkhauser says you don't have to carry water for crazy women, Blabs.
I don't understand that reference.
Just saying you don't have to speak up for him.
I'm not speaking up for them.
This is why is that sweaty man mad at photo processors? Thank you, Drop Barracuda. The commander says, woot woot. Hello, Side Scrollers crew. Just popping in to say hi. Thank you, Commander. Mrs. Sarge says, I am 68. Women think with their emotions and men use their logic. Very rarely you will find a logical woman. Rarely. We make a great team when we work together. Thank you, Mrs. Sarge. That's very nice. And I agree. Men and women balance each other perfectly.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Dark says, instead of taking away women's voting rights, we who have kids need to raise them to think logically, not be selfish, and to stand up for what's right.
I agree with that too.
Tamamo says, wasn't there a graph of college versus non-college men versus women? In every other other group, college women were central or right. Yes, this is true. Midnight Man says Blabs might be sliding into her Karen age, but there's still hope we can fix her. No, Blabs is just Blabs is more than welcome to have her opinion on these things. It's been a topic the last a couple shows in a row. So Blabs, doing her thing. All right, speaking of doing his thing. We talked about all the insanity that's been going on in pop culture and stuff, and fortunately, things have shifted a little bit in the last several months. There's been a drastic culture change, and we were talking about all these things for a long time, specifically when it comes to Disney. And wouldn't you know it, Snoop Dogg of all people has said something about all the insanity going on. He was on
great.
Yeah, he was on a podcast talking about when he went to go see the Buzz Lightyear movie, which flopped horribly. And if you recall, one of the reasons was really, really poor word of mouth. Check out this
Lightyear. Really quick before you play this, Lightyear was funny. I remember the marketing for that movie. I can't even tell you still why he had to go do what he was doing, what the plot is, but I can tell you there's gay people in it. All of the marketing and talk about that movie revolved around the gay couple and identity and all this shit. Like, it was confusing. What is this fucking movie about? Is it even connected to Toy Story? But I can tell you that there's a gay kiss in it.
Right.
So you heard about that fucking movie.
Well, here he was when he took his nephew or his grandkid to go see the new Lightyear film, and people are not happy about what he said.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but the
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called
with
Lightyear.
Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman.
Papa
Shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie.
That's
Hey,
so
man, watch the
relatable,
movie.
though, what he's saying. And that's why a lot of people have lost trust in Disney. Like, you have to screen the fucking movie before you can even show it to your kids.
Yeah. This is extremely relatable because there was a lot at this time when this movie was released. This was in the depths of the insanity of going to the movie theater. People talk about how, hey, you just go to the theater, support these things. But like, why would you want to go spend $150 after you take your kids there? You get popcorn, you get all this stuff. If you have to go and have a conversation about lesbian love in the middle of the theater.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have that conversation. It's not right now. I don't want to explain that to my 8-year-old.
And I can't wait for fucking childless weirdos to tell me why I'm wrong and how I should raise my fucking kids. Fuck out of here.
Well, of course. And that's just it. They have no kids. They have no skin in the game. Let's finish up what he's saying here.
They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, fuck me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
So naturally, the response to this is Snoop's gay. He's scared of gay people, which is not what he said at all. Like he
just
didn't
wants
say
to go
that-
relax and watch a movie with his fucking grandkid.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take them there to have to explain gay people to him.
Exactly. And I think that's the response is, the meme, Snoop's scared of gay people. He just doesn't have to deal with this shit. You go to escape and relax. And that's been the conversation literally for years when it comes to Disney. Pretty much from 2020 all the way through 2024. It was, okay, can we just not deal with this nonsense when I'm paying you money to entertain me? Like I don't have a whole lot of interest in this, Any lies detected there, Eric, as guy who watches movies for a living?
No, you just want to relax and not have moments where a kid gets confused, because when they get those questions in their head, that's what they latch on to, and then they think about it for the next month.
That's the whole point, to confuse kids.
Why is that way? That's not. No, that is. And then they think about it. So yeah.
Blabs, any thoughts? Is Snoop right or wrong in the situation?
No, I think he's right. It shouldn't be Disney telling these kids about the gays, as they say, right? It should be the parents' job. And then you're springing it up on the parents when they're not ready to talk about it. And there's another problem there. So yeah, no, he's right. And it's nothing against the gays or being homophobic. It's that's just a blanket statement just to talk about anything they don't like, right? So it's just stupid. I actually agree with Snoop Dogg. But I also really like, that kid calling him Papa Snoop. That's fantastic.
Yeah. That's a good name for him as a grandpa.
It's not Papa Dog?
No, that's a nice reference to 8 Mile there. Congratulations. No, I think it's like, and that's the thing, is people will cling on to that, and anything that they don't like, they start throwing out the phobe, the whole thing. And it's like, no, nobody, like, you do what you want to do. I just don't want to hear about it. And that's kind of been my philosophy forever. I just don't want to hear about it. Just don't tell me about it. You want to do something in your own home, whatever, that's fine. But I just don't care. So anyways, he's getting all the heat from people. And he's Snoop. He's not going to give a shit, so good on him for, just being relatable. And what the irony of all this is that, look, we're not Snoop Dogg, But we've been saying this for fucking years, right? Now, only now is this going to fly up. This has hundreds of millions of views over on X of him talking about this thing, and it's silly. But yeah, there you go. So Snoop keeping it real, homie, as they say. Give it up for Freedom Fries, who came in with 5 memberships to the channel. Freedom Fries, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous, and we appreciate those 5 gifted memberships. Excellent stuff. Samurai Knight, also a member for 3 months. Thank you very much for that. Drop Barracuda says, in Minecraft, right? Not openly plotting fraud. No, not at all. Wes says, voting was a bad idea. That's why I'm a monarchist, the only based opinion. Thank you, West.
Wait, how is that a based option? Somebody was just born automatically their king?
There's some arguments for it, actually. This guy I know, Spoon, he's a monarchist. He makes some arguments for it. It's a real thing.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't really call it based. Would you?
I don't know. It depends who the person is. All right. Wiss says the term awfuls applies to the affluent feminist white liberals. It's not just women, but majority women vote left. The progressive men are mostly the sneaky fuckers who become weak and emotional to get laid. Tamamo says, I can kind of relate to Blabs, and I had friends that dunked on England a lot, and after so much, it got tiring, but it's not all women. It's a specific subset. Right. And that's the thing, you know.
Liberal, woke white women, yeah.
Right. And
that's the subset.
Like, Blabs, by you saying we're saying this about all women, we're not saying this about all women, right? You're doing, like, by you saying we're saying this about all women, that's like the gay people online saying, Snoop's talking about all gay people, right? He's not. You know, he's talking about this in this individual situation. Like,
except a lot of people are, right? That's my point.
No, once again, the same thing that you're saying that we're doing, you're doing right now, and you're painting with a broad brush.
Yeah, but it's still, how many times have you've seen in the early 2010s and whatnot? Men suck. It's always men. It's always men. It's always men. Now it's reversed. It's always women. It's always women. It's always women. And nothing gets fixed this way, right?
Well, a big part of that right now has to do with the divide between the sexes and stuff like that. There's a big divide right now.
Well, yeah.
We just don't agree on a lot of things.
Yeah, but so when you see a lot of people who have like never touched a boob in their life saying repeal the 19th.
No, listen, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you with what you're saying. But, once again, the same thing that you're saying about them painting with a broad brush, you are doing the same thing. You're saying a lot of people, no, some people, a small subset of people don't think that way, right? The vast majority of people, don't. So, you're doing the same thing. So just be wary of that as you're going along.
I know some women who also say repeal the 19th because they're willing to take one for the team.
Commodore Vince.
I mean, oh man, I wish I could find it. There's that. Have you seen that video of that interview? She's talking to some guy about repealing the 19th, and a liberal woman walks up all offended. They didn't even ask her her opinion, but she was hearing what was going on. She was carrying and like going total Karen on him.
Yeah, I was tagged in that this weekend, which, once again, it could be I don't think that was planned, but I'll see if I can pull that up while we're doing this. Blaz, why don't you get these super chats real quick? Then we'll get on to this wrestling story, which is just balls crazy.
I think so. Shams, I left you a message somewhere, by the way.
I'll need to check on Instagram.
Drop Barracuda says Freudian slipper sneakers fuckers Craig 2025. All right. Head K says, can we all agree that is stuck up college and people who like to smell their own farts while being politically correct ruin things for everyone? Yes, I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Miku says Snoop. Yeah, that's weird. Snoop can deal with it. I remember that the DJT vid. No.
Didn't he do something with Trump?
I have no idea. Did he?
I think that's what he's referencing.
Not did he, but did he? Sable says, Spoon is indeed based, often wrong, but based. Mac for two says, I too am tired of the gender war. Red pillars act right-wing, but when you look at their lifestyle, there's nothing right-wing about them. Right-wingers see women as complementary, not subjects. And I don't know if we got this one. Commodore Fan 64 says, if selective services come back, the women can run the mess halls, hospitals, and data entry jobs for the military. They don't have to be on the front. And I don't know if this one cleared before, but 16-Bit was a member for 2 months. Thank you very much. And now we're caught up.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get to this ridiculous story over the weekend as we have Rampage Jackson. It starts with him. It's his kid. He was an MMA fighter for a long time, fought in the UFC. He now has kids. One is 25. He showed up at a wrestling show. And I think we should probably start with kind of how it all started before we get to the end result here.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's apparently a clip of him in a live stream saying, give me 50 subs and I'll go beat the shit out of him.
Right. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So this is how this started here. Says his name is Raja Jackson, almost getting in a fight with a wrestler, smashing a drink on his head. Now they're in the background here. This is the guy on the left, and this is the wrestler on the right. This is Jackson on the left, wrestler on the right. He goes in, and I think what happens here is the wrestler thinks that he is a wrestler as well. So they have a face-to-face here.
Oh, me? Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's what.
Oh, you
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
Okay, so what you're hearing here, Blabs, the phrase "he's not a worker" means he's not a wrestler. So the other wrestlers are telling him, hey, he's not a wrestler. And this guy, I guess, thought he was. So he smashed a beer can over his head. They're in the background. They're probably thinking, and I can only assume, either it's real or he thinks that this is being recorded for something, right? This is where the gray area of wrestling flies in. So he smashed him on the head with a beer can.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? No, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
And that's what he said. You can hear him say, you're going to sell it, meaning you're going to sell getting hit and act like you've been hurt. That's part of wrestling, right? You get fake hit or you get hit and you act like you've been hurt. So he's saying you're going to sell it.
Bro, what the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro. No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Nah, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. I got you.
I do not play that shit at all.
Nah, I got you.
Okay. So
I think it's also important to note that I don't think that was a real beer can. I think it was a prop can. That
Yeah,
you're supposed to
because he didn't even
as a
react
hit.
when he got, hit.
If you got hit with a real beer can from
Yeah.
a big dude that wasn't a spot, it would hurt.
yeah,
You can even see his hand pull back there.
Yeah.
So he's probably
That was
crushing
definitely
it
a spot.
and opening it, which would cause all of that to shoot out like it did.
well, there's obviously a lot of confusion here, right? So let's fast forward to the actual match. So what happens here, Blabs? Have you seen any of this?
No, I find this all extremely stupid. What the hell?
Now, look, this is really, this is even dumber, Blabs, okay? Because what happens is this guy is going to get in the ring in the middle of the fight of the fight here. He's going to hop in the middle of the fight. And this is what happens, Blabs. Now, this is pretty tough to watch. So let's roll this. Okay. So what you need to know, Blabs, because we are on, I wish I could roll this footage for everybody, but I'm not going to play it because it's violent
YouTube
stuff.
will
And
like it.
right. And we're already skating on thin ice. But what you need to know, Blabs, is that he connects with 22 punches to the guy's face. Over
He's already
and
knocked
over.
out right now.
And he's knocked out. Okay. Wrestlers over here trying to clear him out, right? He gets knocked out. Now, what happened between here and there is interesting because on the surface, you heard Jackson saying, "Hey man, like I don't play that, blah, 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 blah." And I'm doing kind of a going back and forth from a timeline perspective because after he got hit with the beer can, you recall, The other guy came up and apologized to him.
Fucking feel that. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out. Yeah, hello. I appreciate it. I didn't know. I get it. We're working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working. I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so he's like, hey man, I'm sorry. I saw the camera. I thought we were working here. I thought it was some sort of bit. But he also apologized another time.
I appreciate it. I didn't know. I get it.
That's an extension of the one before, right? Now, before he went into the ring, he was all over the place. This guy. This is kind of what was going on. There's an entire clip of kind of the things that were happening before he actually went into the ring, and it's pretty fucked up because this was very premeditated. But even further here, after, okay, so once again, you're talking about he gets hit by the can, he gets apologized to, he accepts the apology, everything is fine. But another professional wrestler comes up to him, and Blabs, whenever there's something like that happens, they have what's called a receipt in wrestling. A receipt is after you get hit for real, your receipt is you can hit them back for real, right? That's kind of what was happening here. So this wrestler comes up to Jackson and says this.
You run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag this shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag this shit, bro.
Okay, so he's saying, hey, man, fucking hit him. Go ahead. Hit his ass, right? Blaz, what are your thoughts on all this right now? I know this is the world of professional wrestling for you, but just your thoughts as you're going through the story.
Question: it wasn't like a real hit though with the can. It was fake and everything. So did it even like? Fake. How much could it actually have hurt? I'm sure he probably felt a little bit of pain. Obviously, the guy's huge, but like it wasn't a real hit.
The guy pulled his punch. It was probably a cracked can.
Yeah. So then
it takes a lot to crack a can, and you want to pre-crack it, and then when you do the fake punch, it explodes, right, with liquid everywhere, so it looks like an impact.
And doesn't
you hit
that
somebody
not
with
work?
an uncracked can, it's not gonna crack until on the first hit.
And it doesn't work for a receipt because it's supposed to be a real punch. That's what you said,
he was
Craig.
doing
it's a real
work,
punch, right? So then that doesn't count for the receipts. Therefore, he can't go and hit him back.
Well, he was pissed, and it came back to his ego here. This is him talking about what he wanted to do to the guy.
It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. And I'm going to have to get him back. They said I can go in the ring and get his ass. I don't even know what I'm going to do to him. Bro, my dad can't do shit.
Yeah. See, that was a wrestler telling this kid, that guy that's not in the business, that you get a receipt, and the kid doesn't know what that means. Like a receipt is like you get like one real hit that's not going to really hurt. It's just going to be another punch back. I mean, they take licks all the time. This kid went out there and punched 30 times and connected on like 20 of them. So they were real hits after the guy was already knocked out. The receipt was the slam.
Right. Well, keep in mind, he didn't know he was going to slam him. And we're going to get to this here in a minute because this is all live streamed on this guy's channel, Blabs. This guy is live streaming the entire thing, this Jackson guy. Okay. So listen to the escalation here, Blabs, before he gets in the ring as he's literally arguing with his chat here.
No fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out I am.
What he said? Someone said to him, "You're a fake crash out." He said, "I'm a fake."
This is a clip from another video.
Crash out. Bet. Again, you're gonna see the escalation.
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today. Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. Bet. That shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs, knock him out. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Y'all want me to teabag him? People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Hey, you're right, Joe. I gotta show him some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial arts. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W if I should slam him first. I'm not fucking around.
So you can see what's happening is his chat is egging him on here. He literally asked his chat how many subs to knock him out. Never seen that before. Yeah.
Lame.
You don't think I can do it, Miggy? Bet. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Fuck this.
Okay, I want to key in on this one right here. Listen to what he says.
Bet. My dad can't never call me a bitch.
And that, I think, is where this all roots from. I think this dude has serious daddy issues. Serious daddy issues, which leads to ridiculous rage and anger. Continue.
Fuck this dude. Oh, you think he's stronger than me? All right, Suave, watch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Suave. I bet you would be talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga. Chat, watch what I do to you. Tony, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, Tony.
A few moments later.
And then we see right there. Now, I gotta. There's a lot of talk about this, and it is actually a legit question for you guys. If I was to get in a street fight, or let's say Eric was getting in a street fight, and I'm over here going, "Hey, like let's say Eric's gonna fight Flash, and I'm over here by Eric, be like, dude, you should punch him. You should punch him. You should kick his ass. You kick his ass. You kick his ass. Go get him. You fucking." I'm egging him on, right? Am I seen as like an accessory in a situation like that? It's a legit question because I do not know. Am I seen as somebody who kind of pushed you into that fight?
Someone like inciting violence is what you're saying?
Right.
I don't know if you'd get charged. I mean, I don't think that you could charge the chat with inciting.
What do you say there? He told me to fight him.
Yeah.
So
it's up to whoever gets in the fight.
I think these are questions to ask a lawyer. Because why would we? Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, but he's getting instigated by his chat here. So legit question. They have names of these guys he's interacting with here. Is this like, could they potentially be brought in a situation like this? You kind of alluded to that, Eric, the idea of like charging somebody in the chat for pushing him into this.
Isn't this very similar to people who push others to unalive themselves, right?
I don't know.
Sounds like somebody that just can't control their emotions and is getting, shit talked by chat and taking it personal, and it's just building and building, and it boils over to this guy gets the brunt of it. So,
well, it's certainly built up because as soon as it happened, he bolted, and he was streaming that as well. So listen to what he said here.
Hello?
I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding. I just saw the video.
I think this is a wrestler talking to him here.
Piss me off.
Might be his dad.
I understand that.
It says Andre.
Oh no.
By the way, look at the blood all over his shirt. Here.
Yeah.
In the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
That's his dad? Okay.
My bad.
Did he say my bad?
Yeah.
Oh, I nearly killed someone. My bad.
What an apology.
I'll call you back later.
Listen to him like the way he's breathing.
Yeah, he's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. He also tried to flee the scene as well.
Killed the guy.
Yeah.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
All right.
He's gonna be being played with because he's gonna be dropping the bar of soap in prison.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Blabs, because his dad, Rampage Jackson, was streaming a couple weeks ago and was actually asked about his kids. And listen, this tells you everything you need to know about his kid here.
Rogers and his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So
Can you say that again? Because it's super duper low. I don't think the chat could hear.
Yeah, let me just. He has 4 kids, 2 from an Asian mom, right, and then he has his 2 other kids. He said that he saved up money for his 2 Asian kids to go to college, but he knew his other kids weren't going to go to college, so he saved bail money instead.
Nice. Role model.
Tells you everything you need to know about that man. Pretty fucked up, to say the least. So it's an absolute tragic story.
Why didn't you guide them into a better way as their father, instead of just giving up on them and assuming they're gonna? I mean, I guess he assumed right, but it's kind of on him. He could have guided them to a better life, better way. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it sounds like he just gave up on him.
Yeah, you can see that Mr. Floridian says Rampage basically failed his son. Raja is more than likely going to prison for this. Yeah, and he should. Now, there has been an update on this guy. He is awake. There's rumors that he flatlined while he was in the ring. They literally died. But he's awake, but in bad shape. There was also reports that he was like swallowing his teeth and his blood from the assault. Blabs, we can't show it to you. I'm telling you.
I don't want to see it.
It's fucking brutal.
Hard to watch.
It is.
It's a knocked out guy taking punches, real punches to the face 20 times. So
yeah,
just imagine.
Now,
I mean, that could cause brain damage.
Oh my God. Yes, he's absolutely 1000%. And to make this even worse, there's this story circulating here. This guy was an Army veteran, and this was a video that's being passed around about the guy who got knocked out.
In 2009, I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military. I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would. Pro in 2000.
So you got a veteran.
Nice. He just took out a freaking veteran.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope he rots in jail.
Yeah. And I saw somebody in the chat said, like, why didn't Kick take down the stream? Well, the Rampage, he was banned. He was banned. Now, as far as why they didn't take down the stream immediately as it happened, I'm going to cut Kick some slack in this situation. They're not watching every stream. Right. And I'm sure the stream didn't.
She can't.
Yeah, it's impossible. Right. You take down streams once you get word of something bad happening on them. Right. And that's just the reality. It's like going on YouTube and being like, well, you got to monitor all these, tens of thousands of people who are live on your platform. Unfortunately,
you can't watch everything.
Yeah. So it's what a shame. I mean, it goes without saying. It's pathetic. It should never have happened. Just a tragic story that. Really what it comes down to is there's dude who has fucking anger issues and daddy issues and felt he wanted to bow up and be a bro. Like when people talk about like toxic masculinity, like that fucker is toxic and toxic masculinity. You shouldn't have to just go in and beat the fuck out of somebody, especially after you knock them the fuck out. Right.
He's nobody's role model.
No, not at all. You guys got anything to close on that?
I hope he likes prison, bitch.
If he goes, I mean, his daddy's got money.
Yeah.
I so hope he goes to jail.
Sub's right. Emotional kid in men's body. That's right. Yeah. And I think you're right, Eric. I think Eric or Flash, you said something about how like ultimately this is Rampage Jackson's failure, right?
It's true. Yeah. I mean, he literally tells you that he gave up on his son.
Mac came in, says monarchies are not based, just passing the buck to someone else. Only monarchies that actually have a democratic element to it, like the parliament. Thank you, Mac. Reese says this is what happens when you bring people into the back who are not trained, not just in the physical but mental sense. Hell, it might be a good time to go back to being carnies. Thank you, Reese. Hypernaut says Vegeta's saying pride wouldn't let that beer can slide either. Pride goeth before destruction. Retro JP says this is the son of the well-known UFC fighter Quentin Rampage Jackson, which also has why has a lot of eyes on this. Son has some training. Yeah. Torgo says bring Sean potentially criminal on to discuss Raja. You can check out one of his videos. Saint says, so he can be charged even if he said his chat told me to. A lawyer will say that he had to make a choice. So going through with this makes Raja, I guess, bad. Thank you for that.
It's all on him.
Oh, liable for assault and battery. Thank you.
If you were interested, Little Nas X has been charged with 3 counts of battery against a police officer and is currently in jail still without bail.
My God.
Did you see that video of him walking like naked?
Yeah, in his underwear.
Yeah.
What a fucking mess. Merchandise says, morning, guys. Missing work because DoorDash is having outage right now. So my only donation until the system goes back online. I'm fired now, Blabs. You'll get your job back. Thank you, Mercenary. Phil McCracken says, as a black male, it's getting harder to debate why you shouldn't be afraid of black males being violent. He deserves jail time. Thank you, Phil. Retro JB says, pro wrestler RVD is taking Jackson's side and is supposed to be going live explaining. Wow. Okay. I don't think there's any explanation to where you can be like,
sounds
yeah,
like he's just trying to suck his ass.
Yeah. Marmalin says, it'd be the one time his dad could do the right thing and let his kid face the consequences for his actions. Yeah, you are correct, Marmalin. Game Hunter came into the 10. By the way, just 4 yellow supers away from our Montez goal. Says my dad was in the military to truck driver to federal worker. He loved to box and kept in shape for many years. Discipline starts at home, and he taught me discipline and self-defense. I'm always on alert. Excellent. Lord Slosh says, Roger clearly wasn't smartened up and didn't understand kayfabe, and that alone, the bookers and promoters should be held accountable as well. I actually don't disagree. I don't disagree with you at all.
How are they supposed to know he's a retard?
Well, if they said you can, if they said, hey, you can go hit him, right? Now, keep in mind, we don't even know if the guy knew that was coming or not. Like, we don't. They briefly mentioned like, hey, you can get in the ring or whatever, but he certainly didn't know he was going to get slammed like that. But if you as the organizer say, hey, go hit that guy, give him a receipt, and you more or less give him the green light, I mean, aren't you once again just kind of pushing that out there that, hey, it's okay in our organization to do this? I don't know.
That's fair.
And yeah, they could have easily just explained how the business works. Like their business is different. It is, when you walk in. So you gotta understand, what is a receipt? What is too much? Not 22 punches to the body or face. So, all right. Really good discussion. Good stuff today, guys. Glad everybody's here. Glad everybody's with us. Blabs, who is joining us tomorrow?
We're waiting on that answer, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Garrett was going to be joining us, but he obviously, the same reason why he won't be at King of the Cart is because the reason why he won't be on the show. Commodore says POTUS just signed an executive order for 1 year in jail for protesters who light the American flag. Any thoughts? I'm all for it. Huh. It's interesting. Initial thoughts on that?
I mean, burning the American flag is part of your First Amendment rights, free speech. I don't agree with somebody that does it, but
I don't like people doing it in the street, in a public street. I mean, if I were to go up and just start a fire in the road, I'm pretty sure I'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it in your yard, as much as I don't like it, it's free speech.
Yeah, it is highly disrespectful, but you have the right to be highly disrespectful in the United States. That is free speech for you. So it is what it is right now. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys being a part of our life, allowing us to be a part of yours. Don't forget, we are just 5 days away from King of the Cart. It is happening this Saturday. I would love for you guys to join us. We got a big thing happening this Saturday, 7 o'clock, exclusive to Side Scrollers Plus members. Become a member today so you don't forget. We're going to send out email notifications on Saturday. Make sure you get there ready to go. Use promo code CART. Get $30 off your annual membership over there. $60 for the entire year. And you get access to all of our shows. Surely we're worth it, right? Surely. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. With that said, you guys can find Eric and his links down below. You can find Flash's links down below as well. And of course, Blabs down there as well. So guys, got anything before we close out?
Wes for one says there was also a video Kirsha showed where Raja said he was going to hit him as many times as possible.
Yes,
Thank you,
I
Wes.
had that queued up. I didn't know where it went, but all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time when we're back at it. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.